5-0 has a nice ring to it, folks. The Chiefs remain unbeaten with a dominant performance against the New Orleans Saints, 26-13, in a game that they were in complete control. Honestly, they should have won by more. But I got to tell you, I loved what I saw from Kansas City tonight. This was the best game they've played all season by far. Patrick Mahomes was on it tonight. 28 of 39, 331 yards. Did not have a touchdown pass. Did have an interception. Was not his fault. JuJu should have caught it in the end zone. Went through his hands and was ultimately intercepted, and that led to a touchdown drive for the Saints. But JuJu, other than that one play, was very good tonight. And I think that's kind of the story of this game is the unsung heroes. JuJu Smith-Schuster joined this Chiefs team 5-6 weeks ago, was cut by the Patriots, the awful Patriots, all right, who, I'll be honest with you guys, one of the worst football teams out there, and he comes in tonight and leads the Chiefs in receiving with 7 catches for 130 yards. How about Kareem Hunt, who was a free agent just a few weeks ago, was just hoping for one team to give him a chance and pick him up. Pacheco goes down. They call up Kareem Hunt. A few weeks later, what does he do? 27 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown score. Kareem Hunt was fantastic for Kansas City tonight. The offense was clicking, 460 total yards, 28 first downs. They were 6 of 14 on third down. They dominated the time of possession, had the ball for nearly 40 minutes tonight, and the defense played extremely well. We'll talk about the defense here in a moment. They held the Saints to 220 yards and 14 first downs, 4 of 10 on third downs, and we mentioned the TOP. Saints offense only on the field for 20 minutes tonight. Really good night from the defense. Nick Bolton leading the team in tackling with 11. He also had 2 TFLs. You had an interception from Brian Cook in the first quarter, which was a terrific play. This was just a really good team win all around by this Chiefs team. And you head to the bye week, and I think this team has to be feeling very optimistic about where they're at right now and where they're going from here. What is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' performance against the Saints? My one word is optimistic. I am optimistic after tonight. You have to feel really good about this team, despite all the injuries, all the chaos that this team has endured of losing players like Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, just to name a few. And here they are, still 5-0, still finding ways to make it work and win these big-time football games. I'm optimistic. If you could get through this stretch with everything they've overcome and be 5-0 heading into the bye week, this team's in great shape. This team is still the team to beat in the NFL. That has not changed. The Kansas City Chiefs are here, folks, and they aren't going anywhere. Sub for Dubs. The best way to celebrate a Chiefs win is by subscribing to the Chiefs Report. We're bringing you live shows during the week. We'll be live again on Tuesday afternoon. We do our watch parties for almost every game day. We're bringing you daily news and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, and more. We got some good news on Rashee Rice that he's going to make a return. That was fantastic to hear today just before kickoff. We'll cover it all right here on the Chiefs Report. Sub for Dubs. We're getting very close to 60,000 subscribers on the channel. Need your help to get there. Sub it up, youtube.com/ChiefsTV for the latest happenings on your Kansas City Chiefs each and every day. All right, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes now. And I know he didn't have a touchdown pass tonight, and the interception wasn't his fault. But I don't think the statistics tell the full story here of the impact of Patrick Mahomes because, let's be honest, this team is depleted. And what did Andy say to Patrick and Travis? We're putting this in your hands. We need you guys to step up. We got 15. That's what changes everything. Any other team, literally any other team in the NFL, with the injuries the Chiefs have faced, would be struggling right now. And yet the Chiefs have said, we're going to be fine. We got 15 under center. He's going to find a way. And tonight, he did just that. He found a way, getting guys like JuJu and Kareem Hunt involved. And Mahomes was effective in the run game, too. 6 carries, 22 yards, made some big-time plays. I loved everything I saw from Patrick Mahomes tonight. It was a good night for him. Carson Steele had a few runs in there. It seems like that until Pacheco gets back, the Chiefs are going to focus the run game with Hunt. Steele will be the number 2 guy, and then Pete Ryan would be the number 3 guy, the way that this rotation has gone. But the way Hunt is playing, there's no reason why he should be second fiddle to anybody until Pacheco comes back. He did really well tonight. And he's not breaking off runs for 10, 15 yards, but getting 4 and 5 yards at a time, using him in short yardage, he's been very effective. I love everything I've seen from Kareem Hunt in these first 2 games. JuJu. Interception I didn't like. Didn't like that. But I loved everything else. JuJu. This guy, they wrote him for dead. They thought his career was over after he got cut from the Patriots after a bad season last year. And JuJu's found new life. People thought this guy was cooked. He got paid next to nothing by this Chiefs team when they signed him. And tonight was a breakout game for him. 7 catches, 130 yards, had a 50-yard long. JuJu was awesome. I didn't like that one play, but I liked everything else. And, I mean, it's the next man up mentality, right? And you heard the rumblings all this week, right? Should the Chiefs trade for Amari Cooper? Should they bring in Devontae Adams? You know, and a guy like JuJu steps up. If they're getting guys like JuJu to step up, I mean, I'll be honest. Would I take Amari Cooper or Devontae Adams? Yes. But if these guys are going to get the job done, they might not need to bring in another receiver, especially with Rasheed coming back here sooner than people thought. Travis Kelce in my pregame. What did I tell y'all? I said this needed to be Travis's night. Had a breakthrough game last week against the Chargers. Saints had given up the 5th most fantasy points to tight ends of any team in the NFL. They struggled to cover tight ends. We told you about what happened with Dallas Goedert a couple weeks ago against the Eagles when they gave up, what was it, like 170 yards? It was Travis's night. Travis looked very good. 9 catches for 70 yards. Taylor was in the building. She was excited. It was a nice night for Travis Kelce. And all those concerns, all the haters and the losers like Todd McShay that were saying he's out of shape, he's washed, he ain't it anymore. Travis has had back-to-back very strong performances. Travis is just fine. Anyone that says otherwise, they don't know ball. It's clear and obvious. Travis is okay. He's back. Total numbers for the offense. We mentioned nearly 40 minutes of time of possession. Ran the ball well. Passed the ball well. Offense is fine. They're in great shape going forward from here as far as that goes. Let me tell you about Game Time, our sponsor, in just a moment. We'll talk about Derek Carr. I got to say, Derek Carr, not an NFL starting quarterback. I know he had 2 touchdowns, but he had a pick tonight. Chiefs were just on his ass all night long. Pass rush was incredible. I know that they only had 1 sack, but the pressures were a constant. They kept him in duress. I loved what I saw from the pass rush. He had 2 QB hits from Nick Bolton. Connor had 1. Wharton had 1. Dana had 1. Karlaftis had 2. King Felix had 1. Even though you weren't getting the sacks, they were getting the constant pressure, and that's what helped them. And the Chiefs just owned Derek Carr. Now he's got a 3-15 record, and he left the game injured too. Great job by the defense. Who was the Chiefs MVP against the Saints? If you had to give me one name, who would it be and why? Weigh in the chat. Let us know who the MVP of tonight is. I'm going to go with Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt gets my MVP vote. Who gets your MVP vote? Weigh in. Let us know. Tonight's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, Game Time has got you covered. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. They have their super deals. If you see a super deal, that's going to be one you don't want to pass up on. They also have their seat views, so you can get the visuals, see what your seat is like. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code ChatSports, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. So after Carr went down, Jake Haener came in, didn't really do much. I was very impressed with the pass defense and the run defense, too. Holding Kamara to 26 yards on 11 carries. Just all around, this defense has been phenomenal. They've been arguably the best defense in football to start the season. I like what I've seen from this group. And now, yes, where's this team go from here? This team is carried by their defense, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, I think a lot of us remember the Bob Sutton days when he was calling this defense. And Spags has come a long way from what this defense was now compared to where they were when he first took over as defensive coordinator several years ago. This defense is unreal. And it's everybody. It's the secondary. It's the linebacking core. It's the defensive line. Everybody's doing their part. And if the offense can keep doing things like tonight, where they're getting players we don't expect involved while the defense plays like that, it's going to be hard to beat these guys. It's going to be hard to beat these guys. The Chiefs, nothing has changed. The first 5 weeks, this is still your Super Bowl favorites. Until somebody says otherwise, it's the Chiefs' time. Grade the Chiefs' performance. Best win of the season, I felt. I'm going A. I'm not going to complain about a 13-point win at home where the offense was clicking. The defense was fantastic. Sure, you could have scored more points, but you still won by 2 scores. I'll take it. I'm going A. Give me your grade in the comments section. For continuing Chiefs coverage, subscribe now to the Chiefs Report. We got you covered each and every day. We'll have Overreaction Tuesday tomorrow, in addition to our live show. We will see you then. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us.